Hey there, chummers, and welcome to, I guess this is a Shadowrun review, kinda. It's been a while since I've done something like this, but I decided to do this kind of video again, number one, because I had no idea what else to do. Number two, I wanted to try out a new camera setup and see how that worked. And number three, I got something cool at my friendly local game store, which actually coincidentally enough is FLGS Orlando, friendly local game store Orlando. I'll go ahead and put a link to the Facebook group that they have in the comment section below, so you can go ahead and kind of take a look at it and scope them out. But it's essentially, if you're any familiar at all with the Orlando area, it's basically where Sci-Fi City used to be, which was a pretty big institution in the area back in the day. I know FLGS Orlando is looking to become another institution in Orlando. They're not paying me for this. This isn't sponsored. They have absolutely no idea who I am or that I'm even doing this video. I just thought it was cool to kind of show off this neat little thing that I got here for actually not a whole lot of money, and also kind of give a shout out to a local game store at the same time. So again, I'll put their Facebook group link in the description of the video and in the comment section so you can kind of check them out. And stop by if you're in Orlando and maybe pick up some pretty cool games. They do have quite a bit of Shadowrun stuff, some older stuff like this, but a lot of 5th and 6th edition stuff as well if you're looking for something like that. So I saw this on the shelf for $10. Not a bad price. And I figured it would be a good idea to pick this up. And what this is this is Eyewitness, of course, one of the, I don't know if it's an iconic second edition module or anything like that. Full disclosure, I have not read any of this book. I know that it exists, and I saw it sitting on the shelf, and I decided to pick it up. I have not read through any of it yet. In fact, this is the first time that I'm cracking open the cover. But really, I mean, it's pretty good condition for how old this is. When was the copyright version? When's the copyright on this particular book? Let me see. Copyright 1994. All right, so what? 30 years old almost, and it's in very good condition. I mean, the cover's worn a bit, and it looks like there was a sticker or something right up in here that kind of tore away a little bit of the book cover. Maybe a little bit over in here as well, but it actually, like I said, it's in the end. There was a UPC, a sticker over the UPC where that kind of got torn off and rubbed off. But again, pretty good condition for a 30-year-old book, and $10, $9.99 is how much this cost me. So yeah, not a bad price at all. So cracking open this book, oh, you gotta love that second edition art. You really do. Probably one of my favorite things about second edition. Of course, and I've talked about this before on the channel, but one of my most favorite things about second edition was the art, that 80s cyberpunk style, that very harsh line art, very little gray shadows. It's mostly just black and white. I love it. I love 90s. I love 90s art, and there's very few books that come out nowadays that can hold a candle to a lot of what came out in the 80s and 90s. But I digress. It I have absolutely no idea what this adventure is about beyond the back cover saying Eyewitness takes a team of Shadowrunners on a quest for justice across Seattle into the boardroom of a corrupt corp, the darkest corners of the sprawl slums, and the noxious depths of Seattle's underworld. And the little flavor text says, according to some, parts is parts, but when one of those parts contains a motive for murder, betrayal, and corporate espionage, can a Shadowrun be far behind? Of course not. So let's just go ahead and take a quick peek, a quick look at, of course, you got your intro fiction that you always have in a Shadowrun adventure, because you can't have a Shadowrun adventure without having fiction introducing the book in some way, shape, or form. You really can't. Let's see. Okay, so a little plot synopsis. I'm not going to read the whole plot synopsis or anything like that because I mean it's a fair amount, but we'll just read the first paragraph. Though a blessing for some, for many, the awakening proved a living hell. Untiring efforts by metahuman rights groups ameliorated somewhat the plight of the disadvantaged minorities such as orcs and trolls. Though regarded as misfits by much of society, these metatypes escaped the full extent of the metagenic horror experienced by the Six World's true outcasts. Of all the awakened beings, none were more feared or loathed than those humans unfortunate enough to goblinize into ghouls. All right, so right there, right off the bat, you know, kind of this is going to relate to ghouls in some way, shape, or form. It looks like it's organized very similarly to how any second edition adventure was organized. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to read through this book. I really am. Right now, I'm not running Shadowrun for my group. I am currently taking a little bit of a detour and doing some Warhammer Fantasy roleplay. But I will be coming back to Shadowrun eventually because I always come back to Shadowrun eventually. And I think Eyewitness is probably going to make it into my rotation. I might have to read. I'm going to have to read through this book, and I might have to do something with it. And you know what? Maybe in the future, when I've had a chance to read through this book and to actually run it, maybe I go ahead and post a little bit of a little bit of a review, an actual review, kind of just detailing how that all worked. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you've actually run this before, and if you did, how did it go for you? Did you think it was a good adventure? Did it flow nicely? Was everything did everything work out well? What sort of twists and turns did you have, and so on and so forth? Definitely let me know in the comment section below because we will definitely everybody on the channel will definitely love to review that. As always, if you liked what you see, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We are up to over 650 subscribers as of this moment, which is absolutely fantastic. So like, subscribe, and share the video. That always helps me out a lot. And I will see you all next time. And that's the chip truth, chummers. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more Shadowrun content. Hit that notification bell so you will always know when I upload a brand new Shadowrun video, and until next time, remember to shoot straight and never, ever deal with a dragon.